So Ray, tell us where we're at.
We're in South Lake Tahoe.
Why are we here?
We are here to do Fordyce. And
Was that the original plan then?
No, it wasn't. It was planned for Rubicon.
And so you come up with the idea of doing Fordyce, which is a good idea because we've never done it before, I hope.
And Jeff, tell us, why have we never done Fordyce before?
Because we don't have snorkels like Doug.
Why does Doug have a snorkel?
Because he hydrolocked his engine in a small stream.
Tell everything you know. It only takes a little bit of water, you know.
Backing up, getting ready to do Fordyce. Oh, let's go talk to Doug. So last night, I get up to go to the bathroom, maybe like 12:55. Look at the clock, I'm thinking, great, I have like 5 more hours of sleep, right? Pretty happy. Lay back down, fall asleep, I'm totally tired. 1:06, my phone rings.
Where are you?
In our bedroom. I'm thinking like, what the hell? I thought it was my alarm. So I'm waking up thinking, God damn, I swear I just went to sleep. Like, have I slept 5 hours already? Right? So I pick up the phone to turn it off and I realize it's a phone call. This is Off-Road Evolution. I'm thinking, shit, it's 1:06. Why is he calling me? So I answer it, no one's there. He sends Cindy a text on her phone. I'm thinking, what is this? Like something important? He ran out of gas. Oh, no. Like right at the exit of some freeway in Newman, California.
Oh man. What did he have?
No, he got it.
He got it.
figured out.
Oh jeez. What a pain. I would have quit.
Anyway.
All right, let's go to coffee.
Yeah, let's go get coffee.
Really, Jeff?
We saw Jeff this
bundled
morning.
up, and he's like,
You guys all ready to roll?
yeah.
All right, let's get going then.
Yeah, what is the temperature?
All right, looking at a thermometer, it says 35 degrees. It is a cold one this morning, but we're heading out to Fordyce. Everyone's loaded up.
Okay.
We're going. Outside of the Rubicon and the Dusy Ershim, Fordyce is without question one of the toughest trails in the Sierra Nevada mountains. And depending on who you talk to, it's the hardest of the 3. While it wasn't our original plan to run this trail, it wouldn't be the first time we've gone off script, on a whim, and really, that's the kind of thing that makes an epic trek like this so much fun. Let's go!
What'd you see?
Big cloud of white smoke. Well, that didn't take long.
Eddie's right here. What's up?
Ray broke power steering line.
Our first Jeep down, and we haven't even got to the trailhead.
Are you guys leaking fluid all over the place?
Yeah, it blew pretty hard.
So what happened?
Moved the line to the power steering.
Lucky for us, Ray just had a hose clamp come free and was able to get it fixed. After topping off the reservoir and bleeding the system, we were on our way again. And here we are, a bit behind schedule, but barring any other hiccups, there really shouldn't be any reason why we couldn't be off the trail before dark.
See the happy feet?
Let's go. Right. Wouldn't you know it? About as soon as we got rolling, a call came in on the CB from Jeff, and to let us know,
I'm losing air in my right driver tire.
after heading back to see what happened, this is what we saw.
Got a couple splits in the sidewall. Guess I gotta go to 37s.
Okay, we're done for the day, right?
Let's go! Alright, we're on the move again. We just maybe moved, I don't know, half a mile from the trailhead. So the funny thing is that we've been waiting for Mel. He told us to go on ahead without him, but it looks like he's gonna catch up to us any minute now. On the rocks at last.
was beginning to wonder if we'd ever get a chance to shift our Jeeps into four-wheel drive. A bit late to the party, but it was good to see that Mill had finally caught up to us and was ready to play. More than the miles of big rocks and tough wind chills you have to take on, the one thing that can make Fordyce a real challenge are its deep water crossings. On a normal year, the water can quickly rise to impassable levels and without notice as PG&E makes changes to the rate of its flow. Fortunately for us, this was the end of September, and that is typically a time when the creek should be at its lowest level. Well, so much for that. It's hard to believe those are a set of 40-inch tires getting swallowed up by the water.
That was big all the way wet.
Hoping to find a shallower point to make his crossing, Doug took a path over to the left but found it to be just as deep.
Oh man, he took on water!
Running the smallest set of tires in the pack, there really was nothing Jeff could do but to take a deep breath and dive right in. Knowing there was nothing he could do to keep the water out, Don decided to just get it over with as quickly as possible.
What are you doing?
Bailing.
It's a good thing that every Jeep comes with a complete set of drain plugs.
You see it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just about everything.
After taking some time to drain our Jeeps and let them air out a bit, we were on the move again. In an effort to satisfy environmental groups, a new route was cut around a deep mud bog near the Carlisle mine, and it quickly became enough of a challenge to earn the title of Winch Hill 0.5. Just as we were about ready to break out the winch, Jeff found a line that would get him up to the top. It never helps to be at the back of the pack, especially when the obstacle changes with every rig that crosses it. While it certainly took a bit more effort toward the end, everyone still managed to get up and all on their own.
That should work.
So what do you think the problem is?
Could be alternator, could be the Optima, could be a lot of things.
It's the Optima.
Doug had been having problems with his battery for a while now, but it really wasn't that big of a deal, being that we could just give him a jump as needed. Unfortunately, it finally decided to die, completely, and there was no bringing it back. Lucky for him, we were running a dual battery setup on Moby and could offer one up as a donor. As if more couldn't go wrong, it somehow did. Just as we were performing our battery transplant, Mel discovered that he had a slight problem of his own.
I'd say just kick back and have some lunch or something. We broke a steering arm. This is an early style with only 3 bolts. They now have a 4-bolt setup. I've been running this for, I'd say about 4 years now, 5 years. You can tell it's been cracked for a while with the rust. And so that's all that was holding on for today. And so when I came up over this rock, it went ahead and snapped.
It's a good thing we carry power tools and a welder with us. Sure would have been a bit harder to fix this steering arm without them. With everyone all fixed up and on the move again, it was time for us to have some real fun. Of the 5 winch hills on Fordyce, Winch Hill 1 is considered to be one of the toughest. Just getting to the foot of the main obstacle can prove to be a real challenge, as the climb up to it is littered with big, loose boulders. There really aren't too many options to getting up this steep V-notch, and being that it changes all the time, it never really is the same obstacle twice. Of course, having big flex and a big set of tires can make all the difference in whether or not you need to break out the winch. Even with the right equipment, sometimes things just don't go the way you'd like them to. After several failed attempts, Doug decided it was time to pull some line. Jeff's a great driver, but with just a set of 35-inch tires, he was clearly at a disadvantage and really had to work hard just to get to the V-notch. So close. Whoa, look out.
This is the toughest trail I've ever been on, and it is awesome.
With Winch Hill 1 behind us, we were now more than halfway through the trail. But with the sun now behind the rim of the mountains, there was no way we'd be getting off of it before dark. As luck would have it, the second water crossing didn't appear to be as deep as the first, but it still took some care to ford, being that the terrain underneath was rockier and the water flowed swiftly here. Although the water was a bit lower, it was still high enough for Jeff to take on a bit more water.
So Don, tell us what happened anyway.
I'm not really sure. I split a sidewall on the tire. We stopped. We pulled over to let those Toyota guys go through, and Jeff said, "What's hissing over there?" I'm like, oh no. He's familiar with the sound because he had the same thing this morning.
I suppose practice really does make perfect. At least, we were all starting to get real good at dealing with little problems like this. While there were only 4 more miles of trail left to go, there were also 4 more winch hills for us to take on. And being that this had effectively become a night run, we would have to tackle all of them in the dark. Soon after making our third and final water crossing, we worked our way up to an obstacle known as a squeeze. Even in the best of conditions and in broad daylight, it can literally jam you in and leave you sitting between a rock and a hard place. Of course, attempting to do it when it was wet and in the dark probably wasn't the smartest thing in the world for me to do. Guess it's time to break out the winch. To keep things moving along, Doug started to work his way around the squeeze, but ultimately found the steep ledge to be just as tough. And, as if we didn't have enough going on, Jeff rolled a bead just to kick things up a notch. Back at the squeeze, we were having a heck of a time freeing up Moby, but with a little effort, we were finally able to pull him through.
Yeah, it was really hard actually. If it were daylight, I think I would have had a better chance, but in the dark, it's really hard to tell what you're doing. Thank goodness we had this one tree to pull us on, but man, it was starting to come over. I'm amazed that we made it.
After getting everyone past the squeeze, we made a solid push up the last 2 winch hills, and we're looking forward to finishing up the trail. It had been a real long day, and it was now close to midnight. Fortunately for us, the Excelsior mine was just around the corner, and that meant that the end of the trail was near. But just as we were finishing up the last winch hill, a strange call came in over the CB, and it was from Lori. She wanted to let us know there was a fire. Oh my God, Jeff was on fire!
You okay, Jeff?
You got the winch?
What happened?
That's the winch line.
The winch line fried.
Yeah.
That was a close call. It's a good thing we caught it when we did. Could have been really bad. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you're okay. Shit.
I was backing up to try and come up this side of the line because I kept slipping off. Went forward, lost all electrical power. And then I just saw the smoke coming out this side, so I ran around the back and grabbed the fire extinguisher, came up this side. You could see the flames coming out the side of the...
Did you open up the hood, or?
No, I lifted it and just shot it underneath.
Yeah.
Well, you acted fast, huh?
Yeah, you got it. Saved. Yeah, I thought this thing was going to be a lot worse.
Hoping that the damage wasn't too extensive, we decided to give his Jeep a jump to see what, if anything, still worked.
Oh, look at that. No f***ing way.
Yeah! Put your hands on the radiator. Say hallelujah.
Car fires can't stop a honey badger.
He's badass.
It's a funny thing how the trips you end up remembering the most, the ones that you and your friends always end up talking about, and while having a good laugh, are always the ones that were the most trying, the most plagued with problems, and in this case, one that could have ended in disaster. But then, it's in times like these that you're really forced to come together, to help each other out and pull each other through. This, more than the Jeeps we drive, is what our way of life is all about. As always, keep the shiny side up, all four on the floor, and with any luck, we'll see you on the trail.
He's the Incredible Hulk.
No. Ray, what do you pack?
A lot of recovery.
Extra underwears for trails like Cliffhanger and Intimidator, and anytime I hang out with Doug.
And Doug, what do you use?
I can't tell you. I gotta pay you.
That's my Super 8 diaper. Okay?
Looks like it's been
I bet Doug that I wouldn't get my carpet wet. And he goes, well, what are you going to do? I don't have carpet.
My coffee cup fell off, and she panicked because it was blue. It looked like a coilover. She thought a coilover just fell off. Wasn't a good start. Got a wheel. You don't have to eat. You don't have to work, but you got a wheel. Okay, you don't have to sleep. Yeah, don't have to sleep either. But that wheel bites you in the ass though after a while. That's what coffee's for.